Our pulping lab is where we convert a tree into the pulp we will use to make a finished product. In this lab that students take their sophomore year, they will learn all the chemistry required to convert biomass into usable products. The very first thing that our students will do is debark a section of log. Bark has very little value in the paper product itself. However, our industry is about 98% efficient and we throw very little away. We will use that bark by burning it to produce steam and electricity. In the chipping room, the students will learn how to chip, screen, and classify their section of log so that we have consistent size wood chips for uniform pulping. The chips will then be put into a batch digester and filled with our cooking chemicals. With high temperature, high pressure, and time, these chemicals dissolve the lignin, which is the naturally occurring glue, out of the wood chips. We are then left with the cellulose fibers. When the process is complete, the chips will be blown forcefully out of the batch digester and into the blow tank, which has a number 14 on it in this video. This force will break apart all of those fibers so that we can use them to make paper. Alternatively, chips can be processed mechanically with our mechanical pulping refiner. I liken this to putting a bunch of wood chips into a blender. Compared to chemical pulping, it is less expensive, but it also results in shorter and weaker fibers. It's very important that we also test the properties of the pulp that we have produced. In our pulp testing lab, students can make hand sheets to test the physical properties of the pulp, similar to how they perform paper tests in our paper testing lab. Our undergraduate chemistry lab is a great place for students to learn about the chemistry involved in all aspects of converting biomass into usable products. Our students learn about wood, pulping, bleaching, paper making, and green chemistry. This lab is probably similar to one that you have in your high school. In our recycling lab, students learn the important differences of using virgin fibers and recycled fibers and how that impacts all parts of the processes. The recovery rate for all paper and packaging used in the US is about 67%. Corrugated boxes have a recovery rate of 92%. Paper and packaging is recycled more than any other material in the US. Fibers can be used about 5 to 7 times before they become too short to bond to new paper.